Hello, Leo. Welcome in and welcome back to Go With The Flow Tarot. Your overall general energy for this reading is the Seven of Wands. The song I have assigned to this card is I Will Survive by Gloria Gaynor, because the Seven of Wands is all about you having the advantage, being on the higher ground, needing to exercise a little bit of perseverance. It's a card that says you're as ready as you're going to be. You don't think that you're prepared, but you are, and you do have the higher advantage. Now, I am using the Wandering Star Tarot for the main cards, and then I'm going to clarify with the traditional Rider-Waite. And this does say challenge and courage on it, so definitely need to have a little perseverance. I didn't have any aces come out right now, but I will say I saw quite a few aces quite a few times in both decks for your pre-shuffle. So I do imagine you will have an offer coming in rather soon, especially with the Ten of Wands being in your recent past energies. This is a card that's saying once you carry your burdens back to your home, your wands back to your farm, you can drop them off and collect a harvest. It can also say that some of those burdens or wands are not yours and you can drop those at any time. In your present energies, you have the Four of Swords, so I would imagine you've already dropped those wands off, collected your harvest, and now you are resting, relaxing, recovering, meditating, and praying for blessings. I am forgetting to read what is written on these cards, excuse me. Burden, demands, overload for the Ten of Wands. The Four of Swords, rest, recovery, quiet. I like to throw meditation in there myself. That's just my little spin I put on it. In your upcoming energies, you have the Queen of Swords, which says strength, ambition, and truth. The Queen of Swords is someone who has just finished learning how to tell when people are coming correct and when they aren't. The thing with the Queen of Swords is she is a little bit guarded because she did just finish learning. So she has her hand open ready to receive in the traditional tarot. And the other hand is holding up a sword ready to cut your hand or your head off if you don't bring exactly what you said you were going to bring. So as I said, a little bit guarded. She also has a little bit of trouble expressing herself because she is still learning. So let's tap in further to find out what's going on. Oh, and I will say I did just pick up a brand new Oracle deck. You are the first one who gets to use it, Leo. It is the Seasons of the Witch, so I'm pretty stoked on that. Okay, so I will start off with that Seven of Wands in Leo's overall general energy. Of course, all tarot readings are timeless, but I have set the intention for this to be October 6th full moon reading. So, for Leo's greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose, thank you. Okay, thank you. First and foremost, I'm going to say on the split, I am seeing Ace of Pentacles alongside the Lovers. So, I was seeing a ton of aces during your pre-shuffle. We'll keep that in mind, but you very, very well could have a new relationship coming into your life with the King of Swords and the Moon coming out to clarify the Seven of Wands. I have assigned Kings as outside energy coming in. So if this is a person, it would be somebody who is potentially older, definitely wiser, more mature, somewhat of a mentor or a teacher or a therapist, or even if that's not their profession, it's just somebody whose opinion you really highly regard, because the King of Swords being Aquarius's card, but it does incorporate all air signs. He has been through the most battles and he has gained the most wisdom. That could well be you, because you do have that Ten of Wands in your recent past energies. So closing out a cycle involves learning a lot, and then you put that learning into practice and you have wisdom. The Moon is Pisces card. It can say that there are some secrets or someone trying to dissuade you from your path, but it also can speak to your intuition and deep emotions. So I do think that this is more your energy coming through here. I'm going to tap in a little bit further to find out. Anything else on the Seven of Wands, King of Swords, and the Moon in Leo's overall general energy? Thank you. There's that ace again on the split, this time with the Six of Wands. So you're going to get an offer pretty soon, likely to do with your home life stability, finances. That's going to make you really happy. Six of Wands being success after a difficult time. What came out though is the 10 of Swords. So you have definitely finished closing out a cycle, possibly a little bit of pain involved there because it's the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, as opposed to the Cups and Pentacles are a little more happy, cheerful closures. So I'm sorry you had to go through that, Leo, but this symbol does represent blessings. So once that blessing in disguise occurs, you will receive blessings after that. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. I think we're good there. How about this 10 of Wands in Leo's recent past energy, Spirit, for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose? What do you want me to know? Thank you. Excuse me. The Star card came flying out and it went flying into the past. Just make sure I'm centered here. So the Star is Aquarius's card yet again. As I said, the King of Swords incorporates all air signs, but it is technically Aquarius's card. So you could have been closing out a cycle with an Aquarius, or you could be starting a new one with an Aquarius. But what this really says is it's your ultimate hopes and desires and dreams. It's what truly, genuinely inspires you. So this 10 of Wands was a spark of inspiration to close out a cycle. If you do have Aquarius in your chart, I'd probably go watch Aquarius's reading now too, if you want. Anything else on these? Oh, and I will say as well, the Star is what comes immediately after the Tower, like in order in the tarot. So when you decide to tear something down that wasn't built on a stable foundation, the Star is your guiding light you use to move forward. I just realized I am seeing the 7 of Wands and the Fool on the split, so taking a leap of faith in a new direction and perseverance for sure. I think we're pretty good there. I'm going to leave that alone. How about this 4 of Swords in Leo's present energies? Thank you. Now seeing your card with the Fool on the split. So taming your infinite nature of consciousness when you take that leap of faith. But what came out was the 3 of Pentacles. This card comes with a few messages actually. First and foremost, he is putting his work on display. So this could be you putting your work on display, teaching some other people something, or you could be seeing someone's work on display and learning from them. Second of all, it does say teamwork makes the dream work because there are so many people in this card. Third of all, the polka dots in the tarot represent taking things too seriously and suggest that you need to be a little bit more playful. What else would, and I love that it goes from, well, 4 to 3 isn't great, but it's nice that they're tied together like that. Anything else on the 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords? Thank you. There's that 6 of Wands. Coming home from the war and being celebrated. I am now seeing the Strength card and the Magician on the split. So you do have all of the tools you need to tame that infinite nature of consciousness and manifest whatever blessings it is you're praying for with this 4 of Swords. Now, there are a ton of people involved here, so I am going to say teamwork makes the dream work, potentially for a lot of you. For some of you, this is just a lot of people celebrating you coming home from the war. So it very well could be, you know, you're putting out a YouTube video or putting your work on display, and a lot of people are going to really value and appreciate it. That's looking really good. I'm going to let that be where it is. How about this Queen of Swords in Leo's upcoming energy, Spirit? For their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose. Thank you. We have the 10 of Wands and Death coming out, and it fell onto your present energies pile. So I'm not entirely sure why these came out in reverse. Was I holding the deck upside down? No, I was not. 10 of Wands and Death in reverse would say that you are not dropping your burdens, you are not closing out cycles. These are incredibly mixed messages, and I am now officially confused. So I'm going to keep these on their own and ask, Spirit, why did you give me the Death card and the 10 of... Oh, I already know. Thank you. You're done. It's dead, done, and over with. You're finished with this. That's why you got the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Death and the 10 of Wands coming out in reverse, telling me this is completely done. It's finished. We don't even need to spend any time talking about it. Okay, so Spirit just wanted to double down and let me know that you've already closed these cycles, and we want to focus on the success that's coming in for you. So I am trying to clarify this Queen of Swords, though, Spirit, in Leo's upcoming energies for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose. There is the Ace of Wands with the Two of Pentacles. So the Two of Pentacles can say that you are spinning plates. You are being a little bit too busy with things you don't need to be busy with. So put on one hat and do one thing at a time. And with the Ace of Wands, I sure do love to thwap you on the head and say, out with the old, in with the new. This is a spark of inspiration to leave what is done in the past and go charging towards something new. I'm going to ask for a little bit more clarity on the Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands in Leo's upcoming energies. Thank you, Spirit. So now seeing Queen of Swords and Justice on the split, and this is clarifying the Queen of Swords. So what came out is the Tower. And I think because I saw the Queen of Swords and Justice on the split, and we have the Queen of Swords as your upcoming energy, what this is saying is that it is time to speak your mind and speak your truth and have that. So the Ace of Wands is a spark of inspiration. This lightning bolt is the spark of inspiration to tear down something that was built on, where is it? Illusions, built on secrets, built on an unstable foundation. We need you to speak your truth right now, Leo, and tear down anything that is not stable in your life. I'm going to tap in one more time for the Queen of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Tower. Advice for the Leo collective, please. Thank you. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm actually going to leave all of this alone because I think potentially, and to be honest with you, I got this hit intuitively, but sometimes I bite my tongue. I don't know why. I should just say what is going on in my brain. I feel like Spirit is trying to keep me away from some information, and that was my intuitive hit with that card. I should have vocalized that. I do apologize. I'm going to grab this other deck now, the Wandering Star, and just ask regarding this entire reading. Generally speaking, may I please have some advice for the Leo collective for this upcoming full moon? Thank you. The Five of Wands, the card of conflict and competition. So your advice would to be either walk away from conflict, let it go and leave it in the past, or potentially study your competition because you do have that Three of Pentacles in your present energies. Okay, any more advice from the tarot for the Leo collective before I close out with an oracle card? Wow, that's a lot that came out. Give me a moment here, please. Some face down, some face up. There's the Three of Wands with the moon. Okay, so there is something coming in that Spirit doesn't want me to speak to. This is going to have to be something that you need to be on the lookout for. The Three of Wands is the card of expansion. It says that your ships are coming in. What does this actually say? Action, adventure, and luck. And some kind of dreams, intuition, shadow, secrecy surrounding this for you, Leo. The other cards that have come out on the other side face up are Hermit and Death. So I think this is saying this is going to be a death to your hermit mode. Teamwork makes the dream work. Face down cards are going to be what you don't see coming. What you don't see coming are blessings, my dear. You have the Eight of Wands, which is the card of alignment, good news, travel. The Hierophant, which is the card of blessings. It says ritual, ceremony, and tradition. The Lovers coming out, which I did see on the split, so you very well could have a divine counterpart. And I am just now realizing King of Swords, Queen of Swords, excuse my ADHD brain, these are a divine match. So you definitely could have a divine match coming in the form of an air air sign, this being Gemini's card. King of Swords is Aquarius, Queen of Swords is Libra. You also have the Eight of Pentacles. So that is diligent, hard work, something you've been working on for some time, something you enjoy working on, something you're good at. You may not see a return on your investment yet, but you know that you will. What does this one actually say? Education, achievement, hard work, results. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, bra. Yes, sis. Okay, so card of alignment. Good news. Yep. We are done here, Leo. This is all looking really amazing. It looks like it could well be a divine match coming in for you. Let's see what the Oracle deck has to say. Seasons of the Witch, Imbolc Oracle. For the Leo Collective, for their greatest good, highest timeline, highest purpose regarding this upcoming full moon on October 6th, may I please have one Oracle card for the Leo Collective for some advice, some guidance? Thank you. Weather Divination, number 42, which adds up to 6, which is the Lovers. I trust in what I feel, for what I feel are signs to pay mind to. And I will read this for you. I just wanted to show it to you first. So, number 42. Oh, I just turned to number 13, which is casserole. That's kind of funny. I wonder what that says. 42, oop, too far. Number 42, keywords: focus, paying attention, interpreting signs, trusting what you feel. That's your intuition, my darling. I trust in what I feel, for what I feel are signs to pay mind to. Divination rarely ever delivers clear-cut signs. You're telling me this reading was a little confusing for me, I'm not gonna lie. Well, mostly just the reversals. So it's up to you to learn how to piece things together to tell the most accurate story. And that's why I got that intuitive hit on the moon, that I'm not meant to know all of this. Copy that, Spirit. This is something to be learned over time, of course, but it's also an innate gift you must possess so you have the confidence to know what's right or wrong. This card suggests the need to watch your situation closely, knowing others are watching you just as intently. You are likely experiencing many moving parts that require a great deal of focus and attention. Many things may fall through the cracks in the coming weeks if you aren't careful. You may need to give a little extra effort for a time until things settle down. But just as with divination, you need some room to release perfectionism. Do the best you can while understanding that mistakes are unavoidable. Others will respect your efforts as long as you are honest and willing to acknowledge you may not have all the answers, kind of like I had to do with this reading. If you're worried about how your situation will play out, drawing this card means there isn't a clear answer just yet. Trust that if something feels off, then it probably is. That is heavily speaking to that moon card, my darling, and I think a little bit to the Two of Pentacles there as well. I hope that was helpful. I thank you ever so much for being here, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye for now.